Good morning, church family and friends. We have some updates for you this morning on how First Baptist Church Lorenzo will be moving forward at this time. Keep in mind, this is a plan that will be evolving and changing as we get more updates from the governor and as things change. After watching Governor Abbott lay out the plans for Texas on Tuesday morning, we met as a leadership team and prayerfully sought the wisdom of the Lord on how First Baptist Church Lorenzo should move forward at this time. I want to thank those leaders. They have done such an amazing job standing in the gap during this time, reaching out to community members, reaching out to church family, and just letting everybody know we're there for them. We love them. We're praying for them during this time of need. They are the perfect example of the church being the church during this time. And so as you see those guys, be sure to tell them thank you. Be sure to let them know you love them, that you're praying for them, and you'll continue to pray for them during this time. And give them a virtual high five since we can't shake their hands right now. So what we've decided is, as a church, we are only going to open up for Sunday morning worship. That means that everything else will remain closed. There'll be no other social activities held at the church. Anything else that was already going on virtually on Facebook is going to continue to carry on. We're going to continue to live stream, but we will be opening up the doors for Sunday morning worship. It's going to look a little different when you get here, so let me tell you what to expect. The first thing you're going to know is the doors are going to be open. That's so we can limit the amount of contact that we have so we can keep everybody safe and healthy during all this. When you get here, we're going to open the doors up at 10:30. We're asking you not to gather in the front, not to congregate in the foyer, but to come straight into the worship center. And make sure you don't crowd each other and rush each other. Let's keep that 6-foot distance from each other. As you come into the worship center, you'll be met by a greeter who will help you find your seat. You'll notice that some of the pews are going to be roped off. This is so that we can maintain that 6-foot social distance and order that's in place right now. We're going to ask you to only sit with your family. Please don't sit with anybody that did not come with you so that we can make sure everybody stays safe and healthy during this time. You're also going to notice that when it comes time for offering, we are not going to have a typical time of offering. Listen, offering is important right now. Tithing is important. The church is still ministering. We still have bills coming in, and we want to thank everybody that stepped up and been very generous during this time. And we're still going to need those coming in so that we can continue to operate. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a table at the back of the sanctuary on each side so that as you either enter or you leave, you can leave your tithing right there. Or you can continue to give online if that's what you've been doing, or mail it to the church, however you feel more comfortable. We're just not going to pass a plate because we do not feel like we can keep things sanitary and do it at the same time. You're also going to notice the Welcome Center will be closed. We're not going to have any Welcome Center activities going. We're not going to have donuts. We're not going to have water. We're not going to have coffee open. If you want coffee or water, we would just ask you to bring that from your house because we cannot make sure that those machines stay properly sanitized and at this point. So the other thing you're going to notice is there's no nursery. Again, we don't feel like we can safely open up the nursery and make sure everybody stays healthy. So if you have some little ones and you're coming to church, it's okay. Just bring them with you. Just make sure they sit with you during the worship service. And if they get a little rambunctious, if they get a little anxious, that's okay. We understand. In fact, that's great because that shows that we are growing as an individual church because there's young ones in the worship center. Listen, we know that you want to come together, and the natural reaction is going to be to hug and shake hands because we are a close family here. But we're going to ask you not to do that at this point. As a deacon body and as a leadership team, we've decided that we ourselves will not be shaking hands because we don't want to shake everybody's hands and risk passing something to somebody else. So we're going to ask you to do the same thing. Don't shake hands. Don't hug. Keep your distance. Give everybody a virtual high five or a virtual handshake, but just don't come in close contact with each other. Listen, if you have a mask, we're going to ask you to wear it. Also, we're going to ask you to go to the bathroom before you come to church. Listen, the bathrooms are going to be open. We know that something may arise where the bathrooms are needed, but we're just going to ask you to limit your contact in the bathroom because that's a really closed-in place. And so we want to minimize the contact that we have. So please try to go to the bathroom before you come. Get your kiddos to go to the bathroom, and we'll just be able to minimize that activity there. Also, we're going to ask you, if you're sick, please don't come to the church. We love you. We want to see you. We really do. So if you're running a temperature or showing any signs of having the COVID, please don't come. let us know. We would be glad to reach out and offer anything we can to you. We'll be praying for you. If you need a care package, we'll put one together. But please do not come to the church and risk getting yourself sick or anybody else sick. Also, if you don't feel comfortable coming to the church at this point and gathering together, that's okay. As I said, we're going to continue to live stream the message so that you can safely sit at home. We understand that you may not feel comfortable. We understand that some members in our church are at high risk, and so they really don't need to be out into all this. And so that's okay. We love you, and just know that we're praying for you, and we hope to see you soon when everything levels off a little bit. So again, I hope that I've covered everything. If we didn't, I'll shoot an update later. But there may be some things even that you notice as you walk in that are a little bit different. Just be patient with us. We love you, and we think it's important that we get back to worshiping together. But we also think that we should be responsible, and we should make sure that we keep everybody safe during this time. So again, we'll see you at 10:30 Sunday morning. That's when we're going to open the doors. Come on into the worship center and just meet up with a greeter who will show you to your seat. We hope to see you there soon. We love you. We're praying for you. See you guys later.